Okay, guys, happy Monday. Welcome to the Team Perseverance Team Call. I'm David Atkins as Kristen, and we're excited to come to you guys tonight where we get to come together for news, training, announcements, some recognition, and talk about what's going on latest with the team and what we're going to be sharing today. I'm excited about to hear from some of our people and get some of their top tips that have hit Success Club last month and what they feel is the one thing that really helped them propel to move their business forward to hit Success Club. So I'm excited about that. So guys, always remember at 8 o'clock p.m. just before this call is our new coach getting started right call. So that's at 8 p.m. It's going to be on the Mondays right before our team call. So without further ado, let me share my screen here and get this PowerPoint up here. So bear with me. Okay. All right, guys. So I kind of just went over any new coaches on the call. I want to welcome you. If you're unsure of what to do, on top of getting on the new coach call at 8 o'clock that we do every other Monday, be sure to go to the top of the team page under the announcements or they're now called, oh my God, I'm blanking out on the name. Not files, the post at the top, maybe featured. I'm drawing a blank, but it's still up there. And there's the first 60-day roadmap of what you should be expecting your first 60 days as a coach. And also your new coach starter guide that will help you guide you through what you need to do in a simplistic way. Okay. Today's National Wake Up Call. I actually listened to the call today live. It was Callie Calabrese, who's Autumn's sister. She spoke to how she went from launch coach to consistency coach, and she talks about pretty spot on and goes with, you think because I'm Autumn's sister that my business is going to blow up. And she basically quit multiple times, would start every launch when Autumn would have a new program and how it just went flat. And she really realized that you actually have to work the business, even if you are Autumn's sister. So she really spoke about that. So I thought that was a really interesting call. Push goals to get to the new leader conference. You have to be a 1-star by the end of December 31st to be an elite coach, 105 leadership points, 5-star with 2 new diamonds, and premier 75 leadership points, 2-star within the year. Our current leaders on the team, our diamond board for the week of September 9th, Kristen and I, 2-star, 1-star, Devin, Kristen in her second business center, and Lindsay. And the diamonds on the team, Lisa, Melanie, Diane, Michelle, Stacy, and Liza. So guys, congratulations to the diamonds currently on the team. And the Team Perseverance top recruiters for September, we had Devin and Michelle Broder. So congratulations to Devin and Michelle leading. This is, yes, it's going on cumulative for the week, but leading right now. We're going on. And then this was not up on the last team call, but congratulations to the top Success Club earners last night with Michelle Broder and Liza. So, and way to go, Liza, killing it with 20 points. And the top people sponsoring the most coaches for the month of August, Shannon with 4, Diane with 4, and Lindsay with 3. So great job, ladies. Way to kill it. And our final Success Club people, so congratulations, like I said, Eliza and Michelle, Shannon, Joan, Diane, Adriana, Darlene, Melanie, Kristen, Lindsay, Kim, Sarah, and Griffin. So guys, absolutely amazing work. And I also want to recognize Melanie Yoakum for hitting Team Builder. So congratulations to Mel. Absolutely amazing. This is our saying, guys, together we rise. It's about us as a team coming together and all rising to the next level in the business. And whether you are a new coach or you're just the rank of coach getting to Emerald coach or you're Emerald coach working to Diamond, the point is that where are you right now and what are you doing for yourself to grow yourself together so you're part of the bigger picture of the team and community as we do it as one in unity to move ourselves up in rank and grow your business. So that's our saying we picked up at our leadership retreat. So together we rise. So guys, some what's new in the Coach Online office, and then some quick other announcements. Actually, I want to dive into these first. And this one, guys, pay attention to. So we are going to have in October, I'm going to give you the date that I'm thinking about. I want to let you guys know. The week starting of October 17th. So in 1 month from now, we run something called AMP, Advanced Mentorship Program. It is a higher level of accountability with training with some of the top coaches on our team. And it's for coaches to get into an intimate setting, to get some training and accountability. And the requirements to get in are going to be this. The last time we ran it, you had to be an Emerald coach with 4 coaches, at least 4 coaches, and as an Emerald, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and you had to hit Success Club the month prior. But since we're announcing it in the middle of September, the requirement's going to be you have to be an Emerald coach with 4 coaches, active coaches, and you either had to hit Success Club in September or you have to have 4 points by the start of the group, which gives you 2 weeks in October. Okay, so it's either your Success Club for the month of September with your 4 coaches as an Emerald, or you have to have at least 4 points by the start of the group, which is going to be October. Okay, now you may say, you know what, I'm not even an Emerald coach yet. That's okay, because Kristen next week is going to be running an Emeralds by the Weekend push next week. Do you want to talk about that?
So I'm going to do it a little different this time. In the past, I have run these each month where I just go live right in the team page. But this time I'm going to make it a little bit more personal and small group. And we're going to have a pod of coaches who are striving to hit Emerald within the week. So what I'm going to do is I'll put a post in the team page, but just so you guys know here on the call, if there are any of you on the call that are not yet Emerald coaches or that were once Emerald coaches and want to get it back, you are all invited to be in this small mentorship pod that I'll be running for 1 week next week. It'll start on Monday and we'll run it through the whole week. And that'll be where we're going to be held accountable. I'll give you tips and things that you should be doing. It's going to be actionable items to get your business to the next level. Emerald can happen in 24 hours. So it's something that I'm going to give you a week for, but I'm going to do it in a small group because I think that's more effective. So I will post in the team page. Coaches, if you would like to be a part of that, please message me directly so I just know. And any coaches on here who have a coach who would benefit from this that wants to grow to Emerald, that's not on the call, you can also just let me know as well. But I will post it in the team page probably tomorrow morning. So I will gather names then.
Okay. So guys, moving on. Bear with me. I'm just adding one thing here, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, coming back to sharing my screen. There we go. Okay. Okay, couple of announcements. Update on Body Interactive and the Mix 2 bike launch. They wanted to update everybody. So you guys may have heard that the Mix 2 bike launch will be 1 week from today. We did a call on the Body launch last week. You can either buy the bike up front or you can get the payment plan, 0 interest for like $30-something a month. I know we will be absolutely getting the bike next week. However, the beta, the Body Interactive launch is going to be delayed because as they start rolling out additional features and content, they're realizing it didn't meet their expectations. So they want to make sure it's right before they launch it. So the bike will be launched to get the bike. Classes will start coming on for it in the beta test phase. They have not given an official launch date. I think it's going to be delayed maybe a couple of weeks. But just, guys, this is what you should be talking about. I spoke about it today. I'm constantly talking about all the things we hit on last week. This is very big for the network. Be proud of what we're going to have and be able to offer. And I know so many people are loving it already. Moving on, help people achieve their goals with Beachbody's Total Solution Challenge Pack. So it's going to be renamed the annual All Access Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack with Shakeology. They are going to be renamed to the Total Solution Pack because they get fitness plus nutrition plus support. So there's some rebranding that's going to be going on with the language for those that have been around. Success Club 2021 rewards. So remember what the rewards are for hitting Success Club 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. For those that have been hitting it every month in 2021, you could be going on month 9 to get the Team Beachbody computer cube light to give you some lighting when you're on Zoom calls or doing things on your phone. So that's pretty cool. And then if you get to 12 months is the Ray-Ban sunglasses. They've given the t-shirts out and the backpack cooler. Body Beta, as you guys know, is out. So has anybody done any of the live classes yet? I'd love to hear from anybody. Anybody want to share? Unmute your line.
I did it and I loved it.
You loved it?
Oh yeah, I did one with Amala today. I can't say his name. I'm sorry. I love him though. Yeah, Amala. I love him, and so I did it today, and it was so much fun. I still can't figure out how to get on to the podcast though. When I signed up for it, it didn't say the bot spots are full, so I just automatically assumed I was in, but that's not the case. Does anybody know how to get into the podcast for those?
So my question was, were you on a computer or were you on your television?
Oh, I was on my phone.
So
You're
I think
kidding.
you have to be on a laptop. And even with your TV doesn't have a camera. So if you're on a smart TV, you want to go ahead and log in first on your computer, and there's an actual tab that says join podcast. Otherwise, you don't have that option on the TV. And you're telling me maybe now you don't have that option on your phone either? You did it on your phone?
I did it on my phone and it didn't pop up as an option.
Yeah.
So even during the workout, then you have to work out with your laptop? Is that what you're saying? Like,
I did mine with my laptop. I thought you would have been able to do it with an iPad or iPhone as well, but I know that's why you can't do it with a smart TV right now.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't do it with my iPhone.
Okay. So that's good info. I did not know that. So thank you for sharing, Shannon. I think, Lindsay, you were nodding. So Lindsay must know too. So it appears you have to be on your laptop to get in the podcast. And that may be one of those things that they're testing to work out. I actually didn't hear anything about that. Obviously, the smart TV makes sense because not many smart TVs yet, I think, have cameras on them. Not that I'm aware of.
Why would they?
You know, who knows with tech, because eventually your TV is also going to be able to do your Zoom. That's what my guess is. All right. So we did. Okay, guys, last announcement. This here, I didn't get to put words on it because I forgot to throw it up. Michael Ullman is ranked in, I think, the top 50 in the company right now. He's an 8-star diamond coach. He's a New Jersey State Trooper. He's a lieutenant. He will be guest speaking on our call September 27th. So he will be here in 2 weeks. Our next team call will be September 27th with Mike, who's also a personal friend of mine. Great guy, hit 8-star diamond recently. Recently became a lieutenant in state police with New Jersey State Police. So, and he's ranked doing real well in the company right now. So we're excited to hear from him. So save the date on that. Guys, any general questions? Any general questions? The boss here is telling me to look at the chat. Any questions? No. All right, guys. So what I want to do is I messaged a handful of coaches today that hit Success Club in the month of September, in the month of August. I'm sorry.
And it was a hard month.
It was a hard month, and people were vacationing. A lot of things were going on. So I'd love to hear from some of the coaches and how they hit it. And I'm not here to pick on her, but I'd love to hear from Sarah first, because she's a newer coach. She hit Emerald right away. So it's always good to hear from the ones like they did it out of the gate. I think she had 6 points. So Sarah, would you mind sharing? And I think you're a nurse. Are you a nurse?
I am a nurse. I'm a clinical director for surgical services at the hospital in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Wow. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you. So new coach, kind of. actually signed up with Liza back in November 2019 for the discount, and then maybe dabbled in coaching or pretending to coach what Liza, like 5 days total maybe. Really had no interest, kind of fell off. And then I don't know what we were talking about, but Liza reached out about something and then was really at home just thinking about things, and texted her on Sunday night and said, hey, do you have time for a call tomorrow? And she said yes. So we got on the phone and I just said, I really want to do this. I'm ready. So the one thing that was a lot different than last time was, one, that I wanted to, really wanted to. But second was first time around, talking about warm market, I thought that, all the people I knew what they wanted or what they wanted to do more than they did, and really didn't really tap into that at all last time. So it was, two of my closest friends and my sister that ended up those 6 points, and still a lot of ongoing conversations with other people that I've known for years. But a year and a half ago, I just thought that I knew that they wanted to or didn't want to, and didn't even go there.
So you basically, for you, was to truly tap in your warm market, and paired with, you really decided it's time, so you were committed.
Yep.
I love it. So simple, but yet so powerful. Because
and we hear these stories a lot where you have the 2 dates when the date you sign up and then the date you actually start your business,
Yep.
are usually not the same date.
Yeah.
Right. So it does take that incubation time. And, the best coaches are believers in what we do. So you probably had to go through your journey and start to become a believer in it. And then maybe have Liza nudge you a little bit and kind of instill some belief in you, because she probably saw something in you that you couldn't see in yourself right out of the gate. Right. So sometimes that takes time too. So that's an awesome story.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right, who else wants to share? Anybody else? Darlene.
Let's have Darlene, because Darlene's back from a little break. Unmute, Darlene.
Okay. Hey, first of all, it's great to be back. I was an idiot for leaving for a month, whatever. But you know what? It happens. It happens. So I am back in full force. I have been working closely with Melanie, Devin, Lena, and they are amazing. Amazing. And I've been doing this for 7 years. Granted, I took that month break, which I lost everything, but I'm building it back up. And my goal, what I've been doing, and I'm really, really focused on it, I'm trying to help people. That's my thing. Help people when everybody else sees that they're getting results. They may want to work the business, because trying to get coaches to work the business is the hard part. And I think we all know that. I am far from a good teacher, but I think that with helping people, get results. And a good thing is right now, I've been an emergency room nurse for almost 30 years. And we've lost, unfortunately, about 5 of our medics. It's really hard, boy. And a lot of people that I've been reaching out to that I know, and they're very, very overweight. And the medics that we lost were overweight, unfortunately, and young. So.
COVID, Darlene?
Yeah. Yes, COVID. And I've been reaching back out to the medics, my nurses, the police officers, everybody that, is feeling this, and they are overweight. They're overweight, and they are jumping on board, and a really good thing is that we're all like in the same, basically in the same county. So my plan is to get them all together. I mean, get everybody together. We're going to sit together. And I told them all, I said, nobody is going to fail. I will not let anybody fail. I said, I will be up your asses. I said, and you know that. I said, some of them had joined like back in 2015. They bought the package and they did nothing. And me, I tried, but they didn't do anything. And I told them already, I said, that's it. We're going to start having meetings at my house. I will go to your house. We will work together. I said, and nobody's going to fail. And that's my goal. And also the way I learned that from Lisa. Lisa told me that she was making a video. She would send out a script and then she would do a video and more personable. And I did that. I made a video. I mean, I sent out my copy and paste that we all do, and we, kind of tweak it a little towards each person. But then after I sent it, I sent a little note saying, hey, this is better. And actually, Lindsay had told me that too. Lindsay Kaufman had told me that a while back, and I didn't do it. But I said, hey, wait a minute, this is better. And I made a video and I said, listen, I know I sent you this big long thing, but this is what I want to do. And this is what the groups are all about. And I got people responding to that. They like the more personable thing. And that's my goal. That's the way I'm trying to work my business. And like I said, with Melanie and Devin, and I'm working with Lena as well. And these are all friends that from when I first started. I think we all started back in 2014, around there. I think a majority of people here, we've gone on the Success Club trips. We've gone to Summit. I got my Summit ticket, and I just think our goal is to help people. And then from there, if we help people and they feel the results and we don't give up on them, I think it'll work.
I love it. I think the biggest thing I'm taking away is, one, you're happy doing it. You're back in, but you're inviting. Like, I think so often we complicate this business and people like it's not moving forward, but we're not. You have to be inviting to something. And I think when you do a video message or a voice message, I know with me, it feels more personable. And I was told sometimes stand up when you do it and smile when you're saying the message, because it actually will project differently your voice on a voice message by smiling and talking to somebody and they hear the heartfelt message. And I think that's the difference. You're inviting. When we invite things, that's how this business works. So thank you, Darlene. It's great to have you back. And thank you for sharing.
And Darlene, I was going to say, since your people are local, you should do a fit club with them like we're doing.
That's the plan.
I mean, there's power. I'll message you and share what we're doing, but it's just get together, do body workouts and just show them what body's about. Give them free samples of Shakeology and just have them bring friends. Like, that's how you grow.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Kristen did it with a couple of the coaches, her and Rosanna. I saw them, and Lisa was there, and they already had, and Vanessa had some people sign up already, and it was like one day, and they're doing it again tomorrow. And I'm like, it's the sense of belonging, it's the sense of community, it's the sense of culture, it's the sense of when we're at events, why we feel so great because we're around each other. And
we were so happy. Like,
absolutely.
I know I always say that. I'm so happy.
I feel you. Yeah. I said, I mentioned it to the people in my group already. All the new people, I said, hey, listen, you all live near me. We all live near each other. I said, we're going to get together. We're going to sit down. We're going to figure it out. Nobody's going to let anybody give up. And we're going to make, partners, people that, could lean on each other. And
that's what you lead with.
They loved it. And they loved that. So we're going to make it work.
Right. It's a spark. And, Michael Jordan said it took one spark to build like what he built. So you guys have to be that spark to get it started for your team. You can't watch. All right. Who else? Let me see who else is on the list. I know who the go-to people are, but I want to see if there's any other. let's see. Sarah spoke. So these are our other people killing it. Do we want
I'd
any?
like to hear from Griffin. Griffin hit Success Club last month, didn't he?
I want to hear from Griffin.
And he was dealing with the hurricane and everything. I mean, like, how'd you do it? Unmute.
So last month was not really with the hurricane, it's this month.
Oh, is
And
this
so
fine?
yeah, that's fine. But I am dealing with the hurricane this month. And so if I want to speak to something different, maybe talking about hitting Success Club diversity and what it takes to do during that. So right now I'm stinking at it, but tonight before I go to bed, I'm going to message 10 people who have sent me messages already. And that's what I'm trying to do, is trying to catch back up. And just like Wayne said, you let off the pedal for 1 month. When you let off the pedal, everything doesn't crumble, but you will have to work 2 times harder to catch back up, to get back to where you are. And I learned that during COVID. I learned that big time during COVID. And I took a new job during COVID, and I let off the pedal for 4 months, and I swear my whole business crumbled, and I had to build back up from there. And I don't want that to happen ever again, because it was not fun. It was me actually realizing that it took so much work to get to where I am. And
that's that.
Bye. Thank you for the profound words.
Yeah, and Griffin is gone. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll see when he dials back in. So I'm now just looking at who's next to me on the screen. Mel, you're like right to, you can go, I see your hand up too.
Yeah. So July and August and September now have been probably the hardest that I've worked to just like scrape by. And for me, what I've been doing is really reaching back into the community that I currently have. So a couple of those wins for me, July, August, and September. Well, September is happening. It's happening right now, even though I'm at Success Club Zero, is reaching into my clients because, if they get a completion pack, somebody who's a customer who drinks Shakeology regularly, if they get a completion pack, that's 2 Success Club points. And so the way I would position it, and I went live in my group several times, and I continue to do this, they can get an upgraded pack like the 645 program for free, and the 2B Mindset and Ultimate Portion Fix if they don't have it for free, and containers and a shaker cup, and the 2B Mindset journal for the price that they're paying for Shakeology alone. So that's been one of my angles, and it's worked a few times, which has helped me get over the hump. This past month in August specifically, one of the girls is a girl I have been talking to since 2017. So just following up and staying. So it's like it finally paid off for me in a time when I needed it the most, that I never gave up on her and I kept touching back in. And my other girl in August was also a girl that I've been talking to for over a year. So just not letting go of those people who are curious and interested, but maybe just aren't ready. So having that good tracking system, having those lists that I could peel back into from months and months ago. And, those people that make their way from 1 year to the next, because I'm having good conversations with them. And then the 1 month for me that was really hard, I hit because of a retention point. So just making sure that those people that you do get who are new, following up with them about Shakeology so they stay on their Shakeology so you can have that opportunity. And that's what's been working for me. I'm at 0 at this moment, but I am just trusting and believing because I know that those people are out there and I will find them. So I just have to keep my personal development on auto so that I don't fall into the gutter and think that, oh, screw it.
Yeah.
It's not to not hit it.
100%.
I'll say this. I had somebody that her son was in CCD with Addie, and he was her partner for communion. So that was 2nd grade. Now she's in 5th grade. So I've been friends with this mom for 3 years, and I've invited her a couple of times. She was never ready. So last week she messaged me. She goes, "Can I give you a call?" And Nicole and Lindsay, you probably cringe too when people ask to get on the phone with you. And I'm like, just send me a voice message. That's really what I wanted to say. But I was like, sure. here's my cell, give me a call. And she didn't call me. So then this morning I followed up with her. I was like, oh, I don't think you called me, you know, whatever. And then the phone rings and I'm like, shit. So I pick up, I get on the phone with her, and every time I hang up and get off a call with somebody, I realize like how powerful it is, because I feel like that person can hear your heart. They can, you know, you can answer all their questions. She had a lot of like objections. She was thinking about coaching, but she had a lot of blocks. And I was like, there's no way I would have been able to convey all this through just texting her. So it was powerful. It was me saying like, this is our game plan for how you can get started, blah, blah, blah. And I walked her through everything. And she's like, I'm so glad we spoke. And then I hung up thinking, me too, you know. So even if you don't want to get on a call with somebody, sometimes I feel like they just feel your heart. And it can make all the difference between somebody who's on the fence and saying no to you, just if you're just texting them, or taking the extra 15, 20 minutes to hop on a call with them and really explain how this works and how it can work for them. Like, is, you know, hearing their goals, hearing their struggles, hearing what they need, and how this can address that. So I felt good getting off the call. I really don't like doing calls, but every time I do them, I'm always like, okay, I'm glad I did that.
Love it. Thank you, Mel. Who else wants to share? Let me see who else is not. Michelle Broder.
Okay, nice shirt, Mel. So I was at August 28th, I was at Success Club 2. And my standard is to hit Success Club 6 every month. That's how I, that's how I guide my business. And so I knew at this time I needed to kind of shift gears. I was on the phone with a girl that I've known in a nutrition group for a couple of years, and we were just chatting about military stuff. Her kids are in military. And so I said, look, I have to go. I have this sale going on, and I really, it ends tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. She said, what is this sale about? So anyway, so I sold her a challenge pack and also a preferred customers to save her money. So now I'm at 4. So I reached back, like Mel said, back into her community. And I looked at some of my people who are my faithful purchasers that are customers. And so I went back in some of their orders and I recalculated through the share a cart preferred customer price and also what they're paying. And I said, hey, I was just fiddling with the numbers. I want to share this new program we have to offer preferred customer, no selling, no business, no emails. And so I gave them the comparison. Well, I signed 2 more preferred customers on. Wow. Then I had a sale in my back office from an old customer, and it just kept going. And then I ended up with 12, which I didn't expect to go to 12, but I woke up to 12 from a customer who, because I'm trying to send out some extra emails to them and whatnot. So I think that's my focus now, is to look at some customers that are spending a lot of money and try to convert them to the preferred customer. And of course, consistency, good morning routine where you sit down and you energize, professional development, workout. You have to have that. It's non-negotiable. I get up at 5 a.m. Central Time. I work, I do everything, the journaling and all, meditation. 6:15, I Zoom with a group of fantastic ladies every single day, Monday through Friday. And we share a lot of, what we do. It's more than fitness. It's about baby showers and who's going to school and who has COVID and who's sick. But that community was customers. And most of those customers are now all coaches, because they really feel how we embrace them. Mm. And I think like getting on the phone or meeting in person or having Zoom calls are really, really important to your business.
100%.
You're right.
Thank you for sharing, Michelle. Mm-hmm. And you gave us a good idea. Well, and again, all about community and culture. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going down. Who else is close to me? Liza, calling on you, girl. The leader for August with 20 points. Woo-hoo. I don't know if she can give us one tip. She probably has many. So what's your one thing? Keep the one thing, Liza, with the high, you always hitting high numbers. What do you think it's contributed to?
Consistency. So literally that means inviting every single day, following up every single day, connecting every single day,
Yeah.
growing your following every single day. Like literally that's what it is.
Mm.
The second thing is connecting with people. Super, super important. And it doesn't have to be like these deep conversations that are lasting forever. What I do, so for people that I've already invited in the past, right? And now like 2 months later, I'm going to invite them again. I go in like 2 weeks before I do my next invite and I connect with them. And that could be, I try to do a story, like if they're in the stories, I try to connect that way so that I go into their message. But if not, it's just liking a post or commenting on a post and that's it. But that connection piece is super important for those next invites, you know, those second, third, fourth invites.
I love it.
Agree. That's building trust, you know, and you feel like you get to know the person, they get to know you, and they know your heart. They know you're not like a sleazy salesperson.
And consistency. Liza, she hit the nail on the head. Growing the network every day, inviting and following up.
And listen, none of that is glamorous. None of that is really fun. But you know what's fun? Looking at Liza's face at the top of our leaderboard every freaking month. That's fun. That's her little reward, right?
Yeah.
Aside from your paycheck, to say, I worked my ass off and there I am up in lights. You know, you get that recognition. So, you know, what you do in the dark comes out in the light. It's really true. So none of it's fancy or glamorous, but it does pay off. And that is exactly how you grow your business. So
it's so true. When you're by yourself, and we're not on a call, and I look at Sarah's right next to us in her office. It's like we hang up and Sarah's in the office and she's sitting there. It's when nobody's watching. Do you send out, I'm not saying this at you, Sarah, I'm just using this example, like going on and connecting with 5 new people and sending out a couple new invites. So many times I've said to Kristen, I'm like, this is drag. It's like I'm going through and I'm like, but I know this is what it takes.
And look, being on a call like this every other Monday, that's not easy, but there's 24 of you who'd made it happen.
Right.
There are others who say they want to do it and they are not willing to make the sacrifice. It is sacrifices. It absolutely is. There are some Mondays we just want to watch TV and, you know, not run a call, but this is our commitment. This is our business. When you treat it like a business, that's what it becomes. Like you got to treat it like it's your non-negotiable, right? So that's why Liza is, you know, always on the leaderboard. Consistency. She does the non-glamorous things.
Every day.
Every
single day. I'm going to go to Lindsay because she brought something up in our diamonds thread. Lindsay, you want to talk or add on to something else?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely already, I guess it's piggybacking off of what Liza said, just about consistency and connecting. But first and foremost, I want to just say last month, August was probably the toughest month ever that I've probably, August of 2021 was probably the toughest month I have ever had. On August 30th, I was at SC0 and I'm not even sure when the last time that happened was, but the one thing that I'll say is that I never thought, crap, like I'm not going to make it. That was not even in my vocabulary last month because, I mean, you guys, I quit my job and things are not, like Kristen was just saying, glamorous by any means. Like it has not been like the crazy amounts of money coming in. Like it's been a lot of hard work. And so August 30th, I'm sitting here, like I could have been like, oh my God, what am I going to do? But instead I was like, no, like I know what's going to happen. So that power of positive thinking, which is not always easy, was at the forefront. And I just kept that there. I'm like, the negativity was not in me. And I'm actually a pretty glass half empty person generally. So that mindset shift is huge in this business. So just being positive, like really setting that positive mindset, like we have something incredible that is working for us, right? And so it was that time to start sharing more than ever. I told people I'm now going to show, because I stopped sharing my workouts on my posts. I would do it in my stories every day, but I'm like, nope, I'm going to, and I would tell people, I'm going to annoy the crap out of you with my posts every single day. And I have been doing it every single day. And it's just sort of changing the things that you're doing, but piggybacking off of what Liza said about connecting. I was endlessly frustrated with connecting and trying to find people through hashtags. And I had this blogger that I used, but I realized even though she had a ton of followers, they were not necessarily my people. And I could go into why, but it's not important, but they just weren't my people. And so I had to think sort of, okay, hashtags aren't working for me. The whole big blogger thing isn't working the way that I wanted it to. So where do I find my people? And we hear this all the time. Well, where are the places that I love to go? Again, I've heard this for years, and I just never clicked. And then my family was going up to Maine, to York Beach, that we went every year for like my entire childhood. My grandparents had a place up there for 40 years. And I was like, I love York Beach. I know pretty much everything about York Beach. I could talk to anybody about York Beach. And so what did I do? I went on Instagram and I searched for places, and I searched York Beach and Ocean City, the two beaches that we go to every single year. And guys, let me tell you, it has made connecting so much fun, because now I'm not looking through hashtags trying to find people and figure out what the hell I'm going to say to them. I'm not going through this blogger trying to go, okay, well, great, we like the same blogger, but what else do we have in common? Nothing. I literally can go to these people in York Beach and Ocean City. They can post a picture. I know exactly where they are. They don't even have to tell me. Like it's so easy to connect. And so to sit down at night and follow and connect with 40 people takes no time at all, because I'm not thinking about it. I'm like, oh my God, they're at Nubble Lighthouse. They're at the Goldenrod. They're here. Like the freaking arcade that I went to my entire childhood. Like it's been a game changer in the fact that I'm able to talk to people about things that I grew up with and that are important to me. And it's just sort of changed how I feel about that part of the business, which really can be kind of boring, like Dave was saying earlier, and monotonous. But now it's made it fun because I know these places, like I know them. So that's, I think, been the game changer. When I started doing that, August 30th, guys, I'm not kidding. How many days are in 31? Yeah. And then I ended up hitting Success Club 6, which was not my goal, but it was Success Club on the 31st, solely because I was relentless and I was positive and I was truly connecting with people that I actually had something in common with.
Lindsay, those people that you that signed up with you, were they new people, or were they like follow-up people? They were brand new. Wow.
Well, no, that's not true. 2 were brand new. One was a follow-up from like years.
Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
That's called leading. That's working your business with courage, not fear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to change that big time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, our business can be scary, but we can't be scared. We can't be afraid to invite. We can't be afraid to do those things, because if you're always leading with fear in your business, then you'll always have that mindset. You got to switch it, and that's exactly what you did. You had the courage to know that you were going to do it. It was just how, and you did that.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Lindsay. That's great. And now, Shannon, since you're talking, you might as well give us your one thing.
Sure. August, no different from everybody else. August was a struggle bus. It was August, the last week, August 24th, I was at 0, and came out with 9. 10 is always my minimum. But they also two of them loved the preferred customer option, and two really did want to become coaches. Now, I will say something that I have changed in my business strategy and in actually talking with people. For the past 3 months, I've been having meetings and qualifying people. So I have a one-on-one consultation with them. Every single person that I've signed up probably for the past 3 months has had a one-on-one with me for 30 minutes. And some of them still have their carts. Some still have, excuses and hesitations. However, I send out weekly coach sneak peeks, like coach sneak peek emails that give them another taste of the business and what we have to offer. Plus, they are getting my emails on all the products and offerings that we have. So they are in my network and they're getting something from me at least. Well, right now they're getting something every day. But from a coaching standpoint, because that's where my conversation always starts with everybody. That's my
She's at Griffin's house.
I'm wanting to build a business. So if I'm not talking about the business, then did I freeze?
Yeah, for like a
You
second.
cut out. I thought you were at Griffin's house.
No, I always have bad service. Bottom line is that I always, if I want to have a business, I have to talk about the business. So I always lead with the business. Customers will come to me. And then when they don't, then it's like having the courage, like Lindsay said, on that last day. But no, it was an interesting month, and a lot is centered around, back to school. I think historically, August has always been difficult. August and February, I feel like those are the hardest months that I recall. So, but, again, just having conversations with people, letting them ask the questions that they want to ask. I recorded one of my calls and I shared it with the team if anybody wants it to see how it goes. It's a little bit long, but she's getting ready to sign up as coach. So
that's great.
We'll see.
I love it.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Thanks, Shannon. Anybody else that hit Success Club last month that I missed that wants to speak?
I think the biggest thing too is you have to follow up with people. A lot of coaches are like, oh, they're not interested, or they ghosted me, or whatever. You got to be relentless with that follow up. And that follow up may take month after month after month after month to hear, oh my gosh, now the time is right, and
7 to 8 times, right, Kristen?
Yeah, seven times. That's what you do. Like, if you don't follow up, you don't have a business. You cannot make assumptions, and you have to detach emotion from it. I think that's the biggest downfall of a lot of coaches, and why you don't get past the starting point is that you attach emotion to a no or a no answer, and you kind of got to be like, like Liza says, like just like straight face, like you just got to be like don't answer you, not be offended if you get a no. What's happening here?
No, I'm sorry. I opened my AirPod.
And that's just part of the business. You're going to get, 99 no's for every one yes. That's just how it goes. So as long as you understand that, then you got to just keep going.
We do have one more. She's hiding. I'm calling you out, Joan. I
Joan,
saw you smile before I did it. Before I even said her name, she smirked, so she knew it.
I was hiding. I haven't been feeling so great because I'm having some kidney issues, but I think that just posting along the way and what I've been doing, I had a couple of people that reached out to me and said, oh my God, I can't believe you're still eating well and you're still prepping your food and you don't feel good. And I was like, well, my food is what's making me feel a little better. So I think that's important. Again, I do what Melanie does with the completion pack for some of my customers, if they're just, wanting to get the new program and they change to a coach, do a couple things like that. I also end up every now and then with one random point because like this month, for I think the 10th to the 16th, the beach bars are 10% off.
Yep.
So if they get a pack of each flavor, it has to be one of each flavor. You get 1 point if they put it on auto ship, and then they could, change it. So just being smart when you're helping people do their orders is really important.
That's a good
Good
point.
point.
It's a good point. Yep, the 3 boxes of beach bars,
Yeah.
the home direct order gets you a point. That's
Yes.
great. Anybody else?
Say that again. How many? 3 boxes of
It's
beach
on auto
bars?
ship.
And it has to be one of each flavor, not 3 of the same flavor.
Oh, really? I never knew that.
Absolutely.
You know,
I found out the hard way.
Yeah.
3 different flavors
Yes.
One of each.
on auto ship.
Yes.
That's news to me.
I knew 3 boxes of beach bars because it's 90 PV. You can order that bundle is a Success Club point. I did not know that it can't be 3 chocolate peanut butter
That's crazy. What if they
boxes.
don't like the other flavors?
Well, they can exchange it maybe. I don't know. It just has to be one of each. I definitely learned the hard way, guys. So
Okay, then.
And I'm very excited for the Glow and Go challenge pack. How awesome is that going to be?
Yeah.
And just having like a third option outside of performance and Shakeology. Oh,
yes.
it's gonna be amazing.
Guys, by a show of hands, and I know it's not cheap, but I know there's a payment plan of like $30 a month, no interest. Who's thinking of getting the bike next week? Oh, wow. Nice.
All right, cool.
All right. Cool beans. Cool beans.
There's a volume boost.
And we just got a message. I sent it to Shannon and Lindsay that for leadership, they're bringing in 100 bikes and they're setting it up, and they're setting up 3 classes with Jennifer Jacobs, Joel, and Autumn. They're letting the elite coaches sign up first, and then the rest of us get to sign up after and hope we can get a bike. But I think because of COVID, a lot of coaches aren't coming. So I don't think there's going to be 300.
Yeah, we'll see.
So
we shall see.
That would be really cool to get to do a class with them.
Awesome.
At leadership.
All right, guys. So we're going to wrap up. We've been on almost an hour. I think this was a great call with some
Always
great
helpful.
tips. Guys, remember, knowledge is not power. It's applied knowledge that's power. So what you've learned today, if you just let it simmer in your brain and not actually take action because you're waiting for things to be convenient or perfect, you're going to be in the same place in 30 days from now. So take the little nuggets of what you heard, make it your own, and put it to work immediately, and your business will start moving forward. So guys, the recording will be up tomorrow. Thank you for all of you that have shared tonight. You all rock. Michael Oman will be in 2 weeks.
Dave,
Yes.
just quick. I have a PD recommendation.
Yeah.
I've put it in the Diamond Pod before, but I really think it's just a really, really good book. It's called Toughness. I'll pull up the author because I only have it on Audible. It's by a coach, Jay Bilas. He's an ESPN business analyst, but he was a coach in the NCAA. And if you can just, I mean, maybe I like sports, so for those of you who like sports, you'll enjoy that part. But it's everything that's in between. Mental toughness, courage, fear, the difference between, someone throwing a basketball and hitting a golf ball, and the amount of practice that someone has to go through to feel good and confident at doing something. And sometimes you don't have time to think about it. Even for those of you who are not into sports, just listen to all the tidbits in between and trust me, apply it to your business every day.
Sounds like a book.
Great book.
I'm going to check it out. Thank you for sharing that.
I mean, I keep saying it over and over again. It's so good, really.
Thanks,
We'll
Shannon.
grab that.
All right, guys. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.